Let's talk about especially the visual style. We know about your visual style is described as minimalistic yet also powerful. So maybe how do you approach like framing, lights, especially in a lot of movies we see this style, like we can create. It's a style of Bill.
I think the story decides the style of a film. If it's an intimate story, then it has to be shot in a way with respect for the characters, for the intimacy. Of course, if it's an action film or whatever, a more dramatic film, it will be different. Most of my films are more intimate, or it's about relationship, because that's what I like and what interests me. So I choose to have it more respectful style towards the characters and the story. But I've also tried to do action films, which is not, I'm horrible doing it, but I've tried. So basically it's all about texture. It's about texture. It's about texture in the story, in the script. It's about texture in the relationship. It's about texture in the production design, the cinematography. And everything has to come together. It has to be complete, otherwise it doesn't work. And also, if you work with the kind of actors that I like to work with, who likes drama and who likes relationship, they also want texture. They want there has to be something. It cannot just be one dimension. There needs to be another layer. There needs to be another dimension into everything, and that's what I care a lot about. And if I get a lot of offers, or of course stories, if I'm interested, but if I can't feel the texture, if I can't feel the quality, then I'm not interested. And also in a story, for me, I mean, storytelling is easy. You have a person going from A to B, and then you invent some obstacles. So that's a story, that's a drama. But for me, that's easy. It's very easy to do. But for me, it's really about also having a moral conflict. There needs to be a human moral conflict in the story, and then that what for me makes the story great and makes it not one dimension, but gives us another layer, which I find interesting, and hopefully also the audience find interesting. It's true. I have done quite a lot of films based on novels, and but the thing is, if you decide to do a film based on a novel, you must make a decision. What is the story in the story? Otherwise, it just becomes illustrated literature, which never works on screen. So you have to say, okay, what is the story in this story? And then when you work on the script, anything that has nothing to do with the story you have decided to do, you must exclude. And that's the only way it works. I've tried it many times with adaptations. So that's the only way it will work.